I hope that 100-year-old shop is still around. I also heard the food here is famous. I think this trip will be fun. No, why would I do that? The food is just a bonus. As for the real reason, I wanted to come back here with my one and only partner.
The ribbon-cutting ceremony will take place in a few days. We've already sent the itinerary and your luggage to your room. This is our famous hot spring. It's excellent for letting your worries drift away. You can use it whenever you want.
You sound more at ease, too. But if we're supposed to be relaxing, I think we're sitting too far away from each other. In other words, there's still space between us. I want to hold you in my arms while we're in the hot spring. That's not what I meant. I'm saying I want to hold you. I can't resist the urge to talk about things I never intended to say out loud. Physically speaking, no. But the emptiness in my chest. Why do I feel like you're really happy about this? I guess I'm going to be interrogated tonight. I don't need to do that. What you should be asking is, are you ready to interrogate me for the entire night? Do you want to play a game? All right. 3, 2, 1, freeze. I wonder if there's a way to make my phone stop working temporarily. I didn't read them, but I noticed your phone lit up at least 5 times. I guess none of them caught your attention. Okay. The truth is, I've been watching you this whole time, but you didn't notice. Is your hunter's watch more interesting than me? I like the sound of that. And I lied about being sensitive to light. But if you keep poking me like that, I might actually become sensitive to your touch. Oh, I have a special surprise for you. Give me a moment. A heavy mist covers the area. Mysterious sounds echo from the depths of the hot spring. A figure flickers in it. It's not that scary. It's just a mysterious figure heading into the hot spring. Don't be scared. The glowing figure only wants to get closer to you. Huh? It's... I thought we were playing... I was looking for some... What kind of story do you want? You're the only reader I want. I only want to see your reaction. Although this aspiring novelist's story, will this reader still hide in my arms when there are no scary stories? Oh, I have a special surprise for you. Give me a moment. Contact, holding hands, hugging, those are the best options for trying to be happy in the quickest way possible. Isn't it more like a checked and done? According to the guidebook, doing these things, it looks like you also agree. Which one do you want to start with? None of that was mentioned. I'll make sure to do things. It depends. When I'm alone, the answer is eating delicious food and sleeping. It's seeing your smile. And when you're happy, those methods I mentioned earlier come with bonus effects. All of them have limited effects. I felt happy because of you. The activities themselves weren't helpful. If you want more, it's just because I want to spend more time with you and do something fun. I've been a good boy. Won't you indulge me? Can you see me better now? Don't move. Let me try this. this is our territory, so you can't. We can try, but letting them glow beside us is a little annoying. After the mist cleared, these little light bulbs got brighter. Sure, we can just look at each other. The fireflies keep hovering around you. Pretending they don't exist is hard, but since they like you as much as me, I'll let them off the hook. Oh, you reminded me of something. I can use a light orb to lure them away. Wait, don't poke me. The light orb is becoming unstable. They're back. They won't listen. They didn't make me upset. No. I don't know what. I just want to tell you a few things when we're the only ones around. That works. It was an excuse. What I want to do is hold you close in a place that belongs to us. I hope that 100-year-old shop is still around. I also heard the food here is famous. I think this trip will be fun. No, why would I do that? The food is just a bonus. As for the real reason, I wanted to come back here with my one and only partner.
The ribbon-cutting ceremony will take place in a few days. We've already sent the itinerary and your luggage to your room. This is our famous hot spring. It's excellent for letting your worries drift away. You can use it whenever you want.
You sound more at ease, too. but if we're supposed to be relaxing, I think we're sitting too far away from each other. In other words, there's still space between us. I want to hold you in my arms while we're in the hot spring. That's not what I meant. I'm saying I want to hold you. I can't resist the urge to talk about things I never intended to say out loud. Physically speaking, no. But the emptiness in my chest. Why do I feel like you're really happy about this? I guess I'm going to be interrogated tonight. I don't need to do that. What you should be asking is, are you ready to interrogate me for the entire night? Be quiet. Don't wake her up. Unfortunately, the birds aren't really cooperative. I was hoping you could sleep in a little longer. They're also larger than what we normally see. If they aren't overeating, then they might be affected by a protocore's energy fluctuations in this area, like me. We could ask them, but it's still early. Why don't we relax for a bit before heading out? I want to have more alone time with you. You don't need to guess. I want both. Cuddling with you like this, I always wish I could do it every day. Don't get your hopes up. I doubt they can cure someone who can't keep their mouth shut.
Can't stop eating, huh? I've treated plenty of cases like yours. It's the same story every time. One dip in those hot springs and everything goes out the window. Take a few doses of this, and I promise you won't crave a single bite.
Doctor, I can't stop revealing what's on my mind.
Huh? Well, that's a new one. Well, try this anyway. The nausea will be so bad you won't be able to get a word out.
Maybe we can try something I once saw in a book. When a spell transforms the protagonist into something else or makes them fall into a deep slumber, true love's kiss can save them. This isn't the first time, but coming up with excuses is usually a hassle. Isn't it normal to think about these things when you have someone you like?
I got some info about those symptoms you mentioned yesterday. The energy fluctuations from the protocore impair one's cognitive self-control. They should be gone after a few days. I couldn't contact Xavier, so please let him know. Bye.
Was it the association? I don't want work taking you away from me. According to whom? Oh, you have the citations ready? I might be the one revealing what's in my heart, but the true intentions in your heart are easy to see. I don't think it should look like that. Actually, the color is unappealing, the smell is awful, and the flavor is beyond description.
You don't like it? I'm so sorry. I just took over. Tell you what, since everyone's unhappy, let me whip up my own special creation.
Holding that in was awful. I almost couldn't stop myself from saying more. Will you actually say what I'm thinking about? You should skip out on being my spokesperson for today's meal. Because it's genuinely awful. A wheat field with aliens? It sounds like make-believe. Then I need to ask them why they bothered to visit Earth in the first place. There's another possibility. You might be standing on the evidence that suggests there were aliens. I'm talking about the patterns that were created on the ground. We can report him later. Should we scare him first? I've noticed how bored you were these past few days. Why else are you interested in uninteresting rumors? I can also see how worried you are. But I think you just want me to reveal more truths. I can only reveal what's on my mind, though. Whatever pops into my head gets blurted out. You really care about my feelings. Of course I have to keep an eye on your emotions. So, are we going to do a weird little prank? It might be fun. Stay close to me. I'll let you borrow my evil.
Wait, aliens aren't real.
But I'm an alien.
Aliens are blunt.
What's wrong? You didn't like that? He's obsessed with aliens. Of course he'll think he actually met some. An alien who's actually terrifying wouldn't have the word scary written on his face. The first thing he'll do is catch you. Then he'll devour you. That's weird. You smell delicious to me. Are you worried about me? I don't say things I regret. I can't do anything else. My partner is here after all. In the worst case scenario, I'll choose Dare. Truth. If you had to say one thing to the person you like, what would it be? Dare, perform the bunny hop. I choose truth. When you're with me, I feel at peace. Truth. Share a secret you'd never tell anyone. Dare, hold hands with someone here and maintain eye contact for 10 seconds. I choose Dare. Can you help me out, partner? The next dare is opposite day. You need to say the opposite of what you mean to your teammate. Partner, I need your help again. You like me. The opposite of I like you is literally you like me. Haven't we already said those answers to each other countless times? Besides, these truths are things I'll only say to you.
As the hunters who took part in the resort rescue, could you describe how difficult it was to fight the Wanderer?
For us, the real challenge was ensuring the residents and historic buildings nearby stayed safe when the Wanderers attacked.
One more thing. Do you have any fun memories from experiencing the rebuilt resort?
It was enjoyable, but I can't provide a detailed answer about our private itinerary. We have other matters to attend to. I'm sorry. I think it disappeared last night. I was wondering when you'd notice. Are you talking about when I said I like you? I remember you saying you wanted 10 confessions a day. You're beautiful when the sunlight shines on your face. I don't want to get up. I just want to stay in bed with you forever. Or are you talking about the stuff I said after? Maybe it's because I got a lot of practice in saying the truth. Besides, your reactions are always cute. You don't like it? It's easy to guess what you're really thinking about. For example, your expression is basically saying you really like this. So, are you going to be honest or not?
Why don't we ignore the mist for now? and enjoy some peace and quiet together. We talked over each other, so I didn't... Won't you tell... Two votes in... We'll see when... Is that so? Well, it's to help you see better. Is this good enough? Or should I move closer? Certain things don't need to... If you want to know, I'll tell you as many times as you want. Why don't we ignore the mist for now and enjoy some peace and quiet together? The restaurant is fully booked. I do have... I'm not worried. I suppose we'll just... You always give me the most unexpected of answers. If it's about you, it doesn't count as spacing out. The restaurant you wanted to... I was worried you'd be disappointed. In other words, you have the same effect on me. The menu might not be what we expected, but everything else will be all right. Twinkling lights, street performances, and the company. Lately, you've been exhausted at night. our schedule. Hot water does help relieve muscle fatigue, but it's not enough. I'll give you a massage once we return to our room tonight. Yes, I'm worried it's too packed. Good. However, the best itinerary strikes a balance between fun and relaxation. Then who was lounging? Yes, of course. I'll admit. So let me do that again. What do you want to do? That counts as resting? Likewise, everything feels relaxing when I'm by your side. You seem intent on teasing me. Aren't you worried about my retaliation? I wonder what it is exactly. Could it be dessert? I'm looking forward to you. Most of my life follows a predictable pattern. You're the only variable. You can't even hide the smile on your face. Should I pretend I didn't see it? I'm afraid it's too late for that. Whatever you've prepared, it will already be a surprise. I'm ready for that as well. You sure know how, even if I don't look, you won't be able to resist showing off early. I'm looking forward to it. So it's only fair that you see my expression. Now both of us are waiting in anticipation. I thought I could hide away with you for a few days. In any case, I heard this place is connected to the Hunters Association.
Hey, you're with Zane, right? I run this place. We are in the middle of a peak tourist season, so it's crowded. Alright, some students from the Hunters summer camp will be here in a few days. You should check out our famous mineral mud hot spring later. It's great for unwinding. I need to give you a heads up though. Energy fluctuations from a protocol were detected around here recently. The water might have some additional effects.
What do you mean by additional effects?
You don't need to worry. They won't affect your daily routine or anything. Maybe your hearing or sense of smell gets keener. It's stuff like that.
Are you done? I was certain the artist doodling a cat on my back still had a few strokes. Not at all. When an artist deliberately preserves their work, it means they're extremely satisfied. Consider it a compliment. So you also approve of it? I see. So I've become the carrier of an emotional disease. Are you all right? I don't need magic to make you happy. Of course. It wasn't intentional. I was concerned they would affect you and anyone who's nearby. I promise. That being said, we should figure out this disease's mechanisms. Are you going to deny me my treatment? I suppose I'm getting the VIP treatment then. Understood. I'll put this power to good use and eliminate any and all traces of your unhappiness. You're getting greedier by the second. Figuring out the thoughts in one's head takes time, but you can sense my true feelings instantaneously. I wouldn't say it's fair. It sounds very sweet. That explains why people can get addicted. I thought I could hide away with you for a few days. In any case, I heard this place is connected to the Hunters Association.
Hey, you're with Zane, right? I run this place. We are in the middle of a peak tourist season, so it's crowded. All right, some students from the Hunters Summer Camp will be here in a few days. You should check out our famous mineral mud hot spring later. It's great for unwinding. I need to give you a heads up though. Energy fluctuations from a protocol were detected around here recently. The water might have some additional effects.
What do you mean by additional effects?
You don't need to worry. They won't affect your daily routine or anything. Maybe your hearing or sense of smell gets keener. It's stuff like that.
Are you done? I was certain the artist doodling a cat on my back still had a few strokes. Not at all. When an artist deliberately preserves their work, it means they're extremely satisfied. Consider it a compliment. So you also approve of it? I see. So I've become the carrier of an emotional disease. Are you all right? I don't need magic to make you happy. Of course. It wasn't intentional. I was concerned they would affect you and anyone who's nearby. I promise. That being said, we should figure out this disease's mechanisms. Are you going to deny me my treatment? I suppose I'm getting the VIP treatment then. Understood. I'll put this power to good use and eliminate any and all traces of your unhappiness. You're getting greedier by the second. Figuring out the thoughts in one's head takes time, but you can sense my true feelings instantaneously. I wouldn't say it's fair. It sounds very sweet. That explains why people can get addicted.
Did he just hit himself? Is that supposed to happen?
Apparently, the original dancer called in sick last minute. This kid's a replacement, and he's still new.
Ah, that makes sense. I was wondering why there were so many mistakes.
I'm afraid he can't sense it. This is a simple matter. Can you humor me for a bit? Are we having a dessert celebration? In that case, let's have a toast for your reliable performance and our flawless teamwork. I can't say no to that. Even if our solution failed, sitting through a disaster wouldn't have been that bad. It's still worth celebrating. I'm not. Sharing experiences with you is what makes this worth celebrating. I made a promise to you. I'll show you everything I have when it's only us. Do you truly believe it's because of the dessert? You already know what I'm feeling. Take a moment to let it sink in. Watch out! It's nautine. You can eat it raw or use it in cooking. The flavor is unique. Many years ago, I had to do a house call in the mountains. The village chief prepared a feast with it. It had a hint of some unique, nutty flavor. Let's bring some back. Maybe we can recreate the taste from my memory. Its tail is caught on the thorns. If it stays here for too long, its circulatory system will be affected. We need to free it now. Keep it calm. I'll wait for an opening to remove the thorns. All right. Be good now. There's no need to be scared. We're trying to free you. Perhaps it's because it reminded me of someone. I knew it. Your expression when you truly trust someone, and how you furrow your brow when contemplating, they're exactly the same. They must be the summer camp students she mentioned before.
Is that her?
Wow, we're so lucky! I didn't think we'd run into her here.
Your fan club is admirable.
Perfect timing. I was showing them around and didn't realize they had recognized you two. Can you stick around and chat? Only if you have time, of course.
Believe in the cause behind your actions, and believe in the battle buddy who stands next to you. Hunter missions are rarely done alone. More often than not, they require you to fight shoulder to shoulder. That unspoken understanding between comrades can be the difference between success and failure during a rescue. Are you still reminiscing about our days on the battlefield? Then what are you thinking about? I assumed you could already sense them, even without fantastical circumstances. The person who fights by my side feels my emotions, and her emotions can move my heart as well. Rather than say you couldn't sense them before, perhaps we've carried each other's feelings for so long that they've become second nature. So long as it doesn't launch us out of our seats, we should be fine. Hold on tight.
There are more surprises in store. Your commemorative photo is ready. Check out the cliffside hologram to see your unforgettable moment.
I'll hold off on providing commentary until I see it. I don't think an emotional disease is the correct explanation. It disappeared last night. In other words, these little habits of ours were picked up naturally. You don't want to leave? You're not the only one who doesn't want this to end. Being able to project my feelings onto someone else. It was extraordinary. However, I only need one mirror to reflect the emotions in my heart, and she's been by my side since the very beginning. Listen closely. This is all the proof we need. If you keep pushing that mist toward me, I'm gonna... Actually, I don't think I can do anything about it. These stones... Nah, forget it. It's whatever. Yes and... Yeah, exactly. It's as you said, cutie. They say two people can't really share the same feelings, but you seem to understand me better than me. You're the one who gave most of those feelings to me. Of course. Besides, you're involved in more than just painting. If I were a painting, you'd be the artist who created me. I'm covered in the colors you left on me. Everything I do carries the weight of your emotions and expressions. Why is everything getting blurrier? Are you blowing the mist toward me? Rude. Give me a second. Seriously? This sucks. I can't see anything. Not anymore. Obviously, there's nothing else worth searching for, especially with all this mist. The person I'm always trying to find swims into my net. So, what if I was a little closer? This is perfect. I can see your flushed cheeks in the hot spring. There's no one else here. Blushing together isn't the worst thing. I wasn't exactly happy when the mist was too thick, you know, but after chatting with you for a bit, all those unpleasant... Do you really think you're limited to that? There's a lot more happiness piled on top of it. My mood and body feel better. I'm like a fish in water, literally and figuratively. But who knows when the mist will thicken again? Can you hold my hand just in case? Please? Why is everything getting blurrier? Are you blowing the mist toward me? Rude. Give me a second. I'm gonna do this for... Yup. We've got a good balance of work and rest. Everything's nice and pretty thanks to moi. I'm gonna paint all the fun little things we've seen together recently and turn them into standees. Small ones, though. And once we're back home, I'll put them in my studio so I can relive these feelings whenever I want. If there's anything you like in particular, just let me know. I'll make a custom one for you. Painting is one way you can express your emotions. When feelings are as deep as the ocean, the desire to create becomes stronger. Also, I'm overflowing with happiness right now. You know why, right? You've uncovered an artist's secret. I'm afraid I can't let you go now. Really? How is he gonna appear in your painting? Is it me, or does that sound like a self-portrait of a certain miss? Looks like I'll have to return the favor and give you a painting that's just as cute. Definitely. But I'm gonna correct. The secret to being in a good mood isn't just about what you do. You gotta consider who you're with. That's not really accurate. It's more like doing happy things with you multiplies my happiness by an insane amount. That's why my satisfaction with this trip is 1000%. Why is everything getting blurrier? Are you blowing the mist toward me? Rude. Give me a second.
I saw a bathrobe with colorful patterns in the closet. Did you mug one of the peacocks on the mountain? Have you ever wondered why it might be a hidden gem in the first place? You and the store owner would get along. Especially when it comes to having a taste in aesthetics. If I'm the only one wearing it, then it's pointless. Why didn't you pick one for yourself then? Experiencing local culture is only fun when we do it together. I'll pick out some clothes for you. You're so bold, kitten. You can afford any price I name. Let me think. Recently, there have been new arms production lines with interesting weapons. My armory in the N109 zone could be expanded. You can look at the new stock and take your pick once we're back. And of course, I'll wear whatever you choose for me. We'll have matching outfits and let the whole world see. The mist won't be clearing anytime soon. Why don't you do nothing with me and rest for a bit? A hot spring that can accelerate wound healing is worth looking into. The village where the hot spring is located at only speaks in their native tongue. These past few days gave me enough time to practice. the most important. Your creativity for ruining the mood never fails to surpass my expectations. We're practicing with each other. Is guessing the correct answer too hard for you? Your faith in me is more than what you let on, huh? That won't always happen. You're someone who constantly surprises me. I thought you figured it out already. In a new environment with a foreign language, you'll let me handle the communication problems? Trusting others too readily often comes with a price. If I'm your it's useful, which is what matters. Investing a bit of my time. Should I compile some notes on how to imitate me? You might be able to fool some idiots. I never practiced, and you don't need to either. True. But you seem to be misunderstanding something about yourself. Haven't you noticed? The way we speak already sounds similar. You're doing mist splashing now? Let's call a truce while I prepare myself. Someone who talked about embracing local customs has been fiddling with hydromancy techniques behind me for a while now. If you don't say something soon, I'm turning around. Someone's irresponsible. Are you asking me to gamble? Well, I'll go easy on you. Let's start with something you can see, such as what thrills await us on our hot spring trip. I thought this was something you'd know already. But if you're interested, I'm more than happy to oblige. The leaf I cast has drifted over to you, my dearest fortune teller. I can't see it, and I can't be bothered to ask. Rather than have something as ephemeral as mist, isn't our fate already in our own hands? Are you satisfied with what you saw? I thought your readings were accurate. You're right. Meanwhile, a certain kitten's tail is sticking straight up. Since you know me so well, whether it's excitement or wondrous joys, until this journey ends, you're responsible for satisfying my desires. If it's that good, then get in. What's the point of sitting on the edge? Did you get the invitation? It belongs to an old acquaintance of mine. I did a few favors for him, so he could have the location. The resort just opened, and he invited us to visit. Why can't it be both, if I'm not mistaken? Someone complained about her aching back and needing a break for a week. That can be arranged. But only one masseur is available. And substitutions aren't an option. Pack your bags if you want to go. I'll pick you up tomorrow. I'm making sure the temperature is just right for my dear customer. I already tested them. They're effective. But even the finest hot spring water and petals won't work unless you experience them for yourself. Mephisto doesn't like uninvited guests. Something around here must have caught their attention. You might want to narrow that down a little more, kitten. You're just watching. Won't you lend a hand? If they keep this up, they're going to ruin our date. It's a scent. Appearances can be changed and voices can be disguised. But for animals, scent is the most powerful signal. The hot spring gave me one, and it's irresistible to them. You're too used to it. Those associated with the black-hearted will be stained. Why don't you come closer and get a good sniff? Maybe you'll notice it then. Well, you did all that sniffing to say I smell like our breakfast. How long do you plan to keep this up? These trinkets can hardly impress me. So you're saying I should thank them? Returning favors isn't my style. But borrowing their gifts and giving them to you, that's not a bad idea. The venue is sealed off. Animals can't get in, so worrying is pointless. You're worried that other people might be attracted to my scent, like those animals. Don't worry. I've made several observations since then. You're the only human here who can detect my scent. In other words, only those who can truly sense it are drawn to it. It also has a few other flavors you said you liked. With these, I can make a special drink that's uniquely yours. It's one of a kind. Your palate isn't deceiving you. It's not the flavor you're looking for. I have a theory. Are you sure you're smelling the liquor? I guess I was right. Those who can sense it will be drawn in. Everything else doesn't matter. He supplies the energy, and I provide the protection. We're getting what we need. That's why I'm bringing my most trusted hunter. In any case, there's a more pressing issue at hand. You seem to be more affected by this than I am.
Have you been enjoying your stay so far? If anything hasn't been to your liking, please let me know.
Let's skip the pleasantries and talk about work.
That's the current situation. And aside from the protocore, there's something else that might require your attention. Some flies have picked up on your trail. They're starting to buzz around. I'm aware of what you're both capable of, but if it's necessary, my associates can always...
A few flies won't be enough to spoil our vacation.
Yes, of course. Your methods are without a doubt.
We'll end our discussion about a pointless topic here. It's time for dinner.
All right. The kitchen has already prepared the main course and appetizers. I hope you'll enjoy yourselves. I won't bother you anymore.
The cuisine here is of the highest quality. The scent alone is enough to make one's mouth water. What about you? You keep giving me all the good stuff. Not exactly, kitten. How many people get to explore the ruins of an escape room? Are you scared because you can't find me? Since you're extremely concerned about me, find a way to leave that place so we can regroup. The clues should be somewhere in the room. Well done. I agree. You practically can't ignore it. I guess it's a good thing. Your thrill got upgraded. When a place is left unattended, pests are bound to crawl in.
You two are tough, but this is our turf. Go! Rip them to shreds! Why are you looking at us like that?
I didn't expect someone to appear with harmless creatures of this caliber.
How? We spent ages training them!
They've been lurking in the shadows for days and tracking our every move. They threw in a few extra goodies. Did you enjoy yourself? Did you have a good time? If you want to spice it up, I can make certain arrangements. Haven't we always wanted a bit of excitement during our downtime, though? Hold on tight. There's going to be another turn. Your reflexes are good, kitten, but your threat assessment could use some work. Since they're not vying for a spot, you're the only one who was caught. What does it smell like now? What an intriguing theory. I like it. Unfortunately, you're probably smelling this. It vanished this morning. Isn't it nice to have one less problem to worry about? lost a source of happiness. Why wouldn't I like an evil that makes you stick to me like glue? Especially when it made you act on instinct. The more honest you were, the more interesting the experience. And this exploration you speak of starts with us. For the first step, I already discovered the scent you like the most. A Silas cocktail that's one of a kind. It's yours. You can savor it for as long as you want.
We're doing a mist removing battle now? Brace yourself. The local fruit wine is delicious. You might want to try it. Not to mention, soaking in the hot springs can make you thirsty. I should probably buy some herbal tea. What do you mean? I just checked things out before we left today. While you were still sleeping. Now you have your own personal tour guide. I was on time, okay? With breakfast. Then, just wait for me to come back and get you. Leaving early gave me enough time to familiarize myself with the area. And I came back so we could explore everything together. Scouting ahead is important. It's to make sure we'll have a great time, but there are exceptions. So long as I'm with the person I want to see, nothing else matters. I knew you couldn't behave. Do you want to hold my hand? I need to slip away. Otherwise, I won't have enough time. A surprise is only a surprise when you don't know about it beforehand. I can give you a hint, though. But you'll have to think about what you're willing to trade for that. It's different this time. We can't do that. I need you to pretend you don't see through me since I'm preparing a surprise for you. Even though you always figure it out. Really? Or are you just bluffing so I'll spill the beans? This is the one downside of knowing each other a little too well. Whenever I try to surprise you, you always find out ahead. I never wanted that. Preparing a surprise for you matters more than being separated for a little bit. I knew you couldn't behave. Do you want to hold my hand? You've been happy all day. Your eyes keep crinkling when you smile. But the itinerary hasn't changed at all these past few days. Nothing's out of the ordinary. Is it This will determine where we live in the future. Do you need to live here permanently? Or is just having Caleb enough for you? Really? You were happy during lunch, and you kept I wonder what's gonna make you happy again. Have you seen anyone else besides me? I don't think I did anything special. I can't guess what it is, so you'll have to give me the answer. Instead of believing in the hot spring, too late. The hot spring already saw us walking over while holding hands. And we're sitting together too. Anyone can see we coexist in a pair. A 100 years isn't enough. The hot spring can only promise 100 years. I'm claiming your entire future. We're doing a mist removing battle now? Brace yourself. The local fruit wine is delicious. You might want to try it. Not to mention, soaking in the hot springs can make you thirsty. What do you mean? I just checked things out before we left today. While you were still sleeping. Did another fun idea cross your mind again? Why don't we save it for later? The hotel isn't over there. We might have to take a detour on our way. Should I use my e-vol to send you up? You'll have an easier time scouting the area. You said the same thing earlier. Let me guess. No matter what path I choose, you're gonna tag along. Do you trust me that much? Aren't you worried about me taking you to a place you've never visited? Really? The direction you're pointing in is different from what I remember. What if we take a wrong turn? We might end up walking around the mountain for the night. That means you'll have to camp in the wilderness with me. Are you scared? If I'm not mistaken, I wasn't the only one who chose that route. You did too. At this rate, the birds we see on our way back will recognize us. We chose the same path. Does that mean we're on the same wavelength? I'm already with you. Why should I be worried? You figured it out, huh? Don't worry. Just follow me later. We're heading to the best spot to watch the mountains turn gold at sunrise. It's a long walk. I didn't want you getting bored. Forget the scenery you haven't seen yet. Will catching an annoying Caleb be more motivating? Even if this place is certified to provide protocore therapy treatments thanks to your association, don't you think a shiny gold sign is a bit much? It'll lift your spirits until you reach the deep unknown, let you catch a glimpse into a long life. They're gonna run out of room if they add more fancy schmancy perks.
Exactly. We utilize what protocors have to offer so everyone can enjoy a unique, tranquil experience.
Cool. You know, we're dying to test it ourselves. Can we skip the highlight reel? You weren't exactly enthusiastic and used me as your first choice in dealing with that guy. Now you're excited after looking at the hot springs for 1 second? I do. Whoopsie doodle, I'm already in the water. Now what? Oh, ooh, a sprinkle of water. That can hardly be called a punishment. Go easy on me. Do I look like a wanderer you need to kill? Uh-huh, sure. Too bad that's not what you said when you brought out the basin. But that little dip was nice. I feel less tired now. Are you sure it's only because of the hot springs? I'm pretty sure the person keeping me company here is the main reason. Staying in the water for too long will make you dizzy. Do you want to check out the drinks? Lower your head. Let's see. Aw, someone turned into a soggy whittle bird. If you knew I was retaliating, then why are you snuggling me while I dry your hair? You're awake. Do you want to check out the hot spring breakfast today? What are you talking about? I'm fine. You were using everything to take me down. I can't always hold back. Your brain always finds something new to worry about. Did it hit you? Are you hurt? It's just a little unstable. It's not going to throw the whole resort into the ocean. But I was using it while you were nearby. It's hard not to get nervous. You're really worried about me, huh? Is it time for a thorough inspection from head to toe? This trip is about helping you unwind. No matter how crazy things get, I won't break that promise.
Yeah, it's a typical effect caused by the hot springs and the protocore. So long as you rest properly, there won't be any issues. It's all part of the rejuvenation process. Think of it like a gentle reminder to take a break from using your evil and relax like a regular person.
So, it'll go back to normal after resting for a few days? There aren't other side effects?
Of course. Do we look like a shady business that scams our customers left and right?
I remember how excited you were when you made this. You crammed all sorts of exciting activities into it. Why is everything crossed out now? I can live without my Evol for a few days. But the time I don't spend with you won't come back. Why don't we make a deal? If my Evol quickly goes back to normal, we'll do everything on that list. Aren't you always doing that, though? Who was it that said nobody's allowed to bully Caleb? I think she also said we'd protect each other forever, too. Walks, camping, watching the sunrise. You even made a special note for movies. Thrillers and horrors aren't allowed. Why did you make everything so calm and relaxing? I can already guess how our vacation's gonna play out. Finding inner peace while floating on the waves. Sounds easy, right? We might hear someone's breath getting slower and slower.
Settle into a comfortable position. Let the water and the mat support your body. Now, close your eyes and feel your muscles relax.
Of course I am. It just decreases by 50% when the person who puts me at ease isn't close by. So, I had to bring you back myself. Maybe doing this with you is really effective. Do you want to try out the meditation for couples? Your breathing's off. What are you thinking about? If you're distracted, then imagine us as two flowering trees by the water that stand quietly side by side. When I'm happy, I'll let the wind carry a flower to you. The wind was a little more enthusiastic than I thought. Hold on tight. Or this wave might knock us both into the water. That might be a tall order, because what I just felt was pure happiness when you're by my side. It's hard not to feel it. This is the perfect chance to confirm the results of my training.
For teams of 2, you can take on the challenge together. The standard option has you going one after the other. Yeah, you can start from opposite ends at the same time, swap places at the midpoint, and then continue until you reach the other side. Not many people pull it off, but it's more thrilling.
Why do I feel like I don't need to give you an answer? Someone's eyes are already lighting up. Let's go. When we can't pass up an opportunity like this, we'll choose the more fun option. I thought you were protecting me. Why does the protectee need to come over to make the magic happen? Walking by myself is lonely. I feel much safer having you with me. We can walk the rest of the way together if you want. Or maybe I'm enjoying this so much that I didn't realize how fast I was going. You're right. Practice makes perfect. When we were kids, someone couldn't keep up when we were walking. So I started walking backward to make sure she didn't trip. How are you feeling? Are you okay? Take your time. I'll catch you. One second you can't move, and the next you're jumping off like that? What if you twisted your ankle? I didn't control the strength very well in that moment. You're not hurt or anything. You mean staying calm when I'm with you? Easier said than done.
To thank everyone for your support, we've hidden 50 vouchers around the resort. Whoever finds the most will win a set of our hot spring plushies. They were made with locally sourced materials.
Do you see that little plushie floating in the hot springs? Doesn't it look like you? First place is pretty much in the bag. Should we leave some for everyone else? It's more than familiar. I think it's a voucher. It flew toward the treetops. Its nest is probably up there. We have two options. I can either use my evol, or we do it the old-fashioned way. You're more lively than the bird when you wave your arms around like that. I just realized something. Maybe situations like that are better without evol. I'd rather be your latter than rely on evol. I said I'd remind you to take it off after 10 minutes. You forgot? When you put it that way, at least I don't have to worry about how much force to use when I'm helping you with your facial masks. Then there's only one solution. We randomly pick a lucky piece of furniture to receive a complimentary skincare routine.
May the hot springs waters purify your body. May illness never arrive at your doorstep.
Oh, now you think of me. I'd say this blessing deserves both of us getting soaked.
Please come again. Our hot springs have other beneficial effects you can experience.
Actually, it had a huge impact on me. It's been days since I could hold you like this. I was going to play dumb, but someone picked my back as her target. And that's off limits today. Yeah, it's back to normal. Even if the effect is gone, that doesn't mean we can't enjoy a life without evol. And we can hold the hand that keeps us grounded.